Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of Scorcha, Skin, Suedes and Style from the Streets. This is 1967 to 1973 by Paul Smiler Anderson and Mark Baxter. Forward by Suggs, of course. There you got Omnibus Press, and this just come out. It's about 300 odd pages. It is absolutely amazing. I will go through it in 5 seconds because I want to quickly show his earlier books. This is superb as well. Mod art. I love this book. And also this one, which is just brilliant as well. This is just amazing book. Mods, The New Religion. Really worth checking out. If you can get copies of these, definitely worth checking out. And also with this one, I had to say, I thought that was going to be, there's no way that this would be even better, but it is. It's just an amazing book. So just brilliant. Can he keep doing this? Can he, the next book, what will it be on? I can't wait to see it, because I think so far, wow, is the word that comes to mind. It's just brilliant. Let's just go through this book now, and I'm just going to take this off because it's a bit sort of squeaking when I can do that. So you've got, obviously, there you can see the book, and it's Scorcha. I'm not certain why it's called Scorcha. I always think Scorcher and Scorch. No, it wasn't called that. However, you've got, let's just go through. It's just got packed solid with pictures. Just picture after picture. Just captures the time. Captures the time in such a magical way. This is just unbelievable. I even love there's a coffee. Wow. Even the bits of tape stuck on that. It's just beautiful. And there's all the contents. So you've got, it covers a lot. So you've got the clobber, the labels. Now, I was never a mod. I was never a skinhead. I was never a suede. I was never Brit. I loved all those sort of tribes, whatever you would want to call them. But I loved all that sort of stuff. But I was more a sort of weekend, sort of maybe go out. But I still love this sort of, it just captures the time. Just captures the time, and I look at it and think, I wish I had gone out and done all these things. Though probably 1969, 68, I would have been a bit too young, probably 8 or 9, wouldn't have probably been. But however, this is just brilliant, and that's nothing to do. It's got lots of acknowledgements there, obviously forward by Suggs. I love the picture there of Suggs there. And you've then got just so many, glad all over, so many pictures of covers of records, record after record, and so many brilliant pictures, just people having fun at various parties and various events, and also everything's just covered in there. I mean, just books and things. It's just, obviously there's a bit of, however, doesn't sort of hide away with all, it's in the raw is the way of describing this book. This book is definitely does not hold back. It's just brilliant, and so you really get the feel of the times, which is something I just like. It's not nostalgia. There is no nostalgia in this book. You can't say, no, it shows it to me as it was, and it just captures it in every aspect. All the papers, the magazines, the dances. I mean, just look at that. Just brilliant. Obviously, Ready, Steady, Go, I assume. That sort of thing. Or maybe, obviously, it's just some club. I don't know. I'm just guessing that. Sometimes it mentions, there it is. Yes, Ready, Steady, Go. I was right, which is good. Got all the tickets as well, all the various posters. Of course, you got like, here the fabulous Rolling Stones appearing at the scene. This is obviously 41 Great Windmill Street, and I walk past that every time I go up to London. Ham Yard. Of course, it's long gone, but you can still see parts of the building still there. So but it's all this sort of thing as well, which is all the various records. And that's just fascinating, as well as all the comments. Of course, it's just got so many pictures of people, all the people that were in the scenes. And you've got here all the writing about him, just their recollections, just magical all the way through. Also, Sue Records, of course, you've got there, lots of the singles, Sue Record catalogue there. And then you've got gangs and territorial warfare. There's everything, the early beginnings and mods. So you've got lots and lots of details there. Again, and the worst thing about this is that they've got lots of these records, and you look and think, I must go and check that out, because when you read some of the comments, you think, wow, that record sounds brilliant. I've never heard that record. I must rush out and get that, or try and find it somewhere. But you just got the clobber. Just brilliant. Every page is just full of information. Just people's memories about all these. I'm certain that, Obviously, people got better memories than me because someone turned around and said, can you remember all about what happened in 77, 76? I'd be going, because I got rid of my diaries, so I'd have to sort of, uncertain people, I'd work it out. But it's just sometimes I always look at it and think, how they remember so much about that time. But obviously, people got better memories than me about things. I remember all the Fantastic Four and all the Marvel comics and those sort of things, but maybe I spent too much time with that sort of stuff. But look at those, some of the bikes and things. It's got all the bikes, it's got the clobber, it's got this as well. All these, I mean, you look at the bands and things, all the various events, the music shows. They're just superb. I feel the spirit. And also it's got like, unfortunately text is, if you've got very small text there, you've got here, Emperor Roscoe, Radio 1. And you also got, again, lots more adverts and things. Just wow. I mean, this is just full of just so much information. The design is just great as well. I love the layout. The layout is just page. It's not a bad page. As far as I'm concerned, this book is just a joy to read from start to finish. Torpedo, lots of labels, I must admit, personally I've never heard of. But Skinner's obviously got things like from the, obviously the Daily Mirror there, good old Daily Mirror, the Cup Final, of course, associated with football. So actually that would be a brilliant book as well. A book in a similar style with all football. And there's a few bits of like football programmes and things and stuff. And you've obviously got football there. I was a mega football fan. I love going football. I must admit, I didn't really see it because I went to my hometown. It wasn't really a sort of, particularly I didn't see any violence at all. So maybe I was just too innocent and ignored it. Ooh, I'd go and start in the stands. Maybe. But however, it's just wow. Wow and wow. You're just countlessly brilliant. Every page. Like I say, it's just full. You could read this for days and months and still come across additional information. Just the Caxton Club and so on. Just full of great picks, brilliant information. And also it's got things like all the books here. So if you're into sort of the Top Gear skin, I remember those books. I don't think I bought any of them actually, though. I might have done punk rock. There would have been a punk rock one. They churned out quite a few of these books. And I remember seeing them quite often in the bookshops. They were like 5p or something. You get them now. I expect they're super collectible. But however, just advert after advert after advert and pictures after picture. All these great, all the people here. Just sometimes you can see the same person. You just go, oh, there's that person you saw a couple of pages ago. And you remember them. And obviously you can see the changes of their clothes and all. There's the football ones. West Ham. Yeah, I've got West Ham there. West Ham United. When I saw West Ham, that was about the last big football club I ever saw. I haven't been like my hometown, but that's not the same. Not the big sort of Premier League sort of ones. Wow, this book, if you're into, just history of the 1960s, this book is just indispensable. This is just a brilliant book. I love it. I really, truly think his series of books, I say the other ones, this one, I think is just equally as good. Mod Art, brilliant as well. I love them all. And this one it surprised me again because it's yet another brilliant book. Get it now is the simple answer because I mean these sort of books, once they go out of print, you might struggle to find them. So I'd definitely recommend getting this book, and I loved it. Absolute gem. And now so I've got to go and rush and buy a few records, I think, of some of these ones because I've just looking thinking that must get that. Oh, that sounds great. So this one, Scorcha. I'm not certain why it's called Scorcha. However, I'm certain they probably have to find it. There may be a mention of why it's called Scorcha, but my lack of knowledge on that sort of thing. And you got obviously maybe details there. Scorcha skins. Brilliant book. Totally recommended.